Yes, baby, yes. Yo. So today's vlog, I'm gonna be talking about as I'm moving around. I'm actually at work too, so I'm trying to get the five and below. I need to get some stuff out of there. But yeah, today I want to talk about raising daughters. So yesterday I was over my soon-to-be wife's, and I was outside playing with talking to my future mother-in-law and my daughter. We were just out there talking and playing. So Nye, she runs up. She runs up to me and she gives me a kiss and she told me she loved me. And I don't know, she does it a lot already, but something about I don't know what it was yesterday, but she said, "Oh, what's wrong?" So I blamed it on my allergies. My response, I blamed it on my allergies. I said nothing. I just got allergies. But in that moment, I'm seeing that now instead of just Bristol, I'm responsible for this little girl's growth in the world, and um, how how she is going to be treated ultimately. Like, I really believe that women are the backbone of our society, and that my daughters, especially my daughters, they have so much power in them, and I need them to understand that as they grow into their womanhood. But as a man, I may never be good enough or perfect for Mara, and and I mean, I'm always going to put her first, and I'm going to work at being the best I can be for her, or the best man that I can possibly be. And I know that I can be everything for Shamara. That's not the point I'm making. But to those little girls, I'll never be able to do any wrong. And as I stay consistent for them, as long as I stay consistent for them, um, their growth is going to be incredible. I have three ladies that look to me immediately in my immediate family. Yeah, I'm outnumbered, but I do anything and everything in my power to give them anything and everything I have. Like, I'm laying everything out for them. Um, I'm the absolute last person in this equation for me. Um, you know what scares me about having daughters? Um, Karma. Like, I pray every day for every bad decision I made, for every woman I messed around on or played. That's Jay-Z. I, I pray for every bad decision I made, every sister I played. Yeah, that's Jay-Z. But yeah, that actually leads me. He also said in this song called Beach Chair, he said, "I got demons in my past, so I got daughters on the way. If the prophecy's correct, then the child should have to pay for the sins of her father. So I barter my tomorrows against my yesterdays in hopes that she'll be okay." That's dope. Like, that's deep. Like, when you think about all the stuff that you've done as a man or as a boy, and now you got little girls that you got to bring up in this world to pretty much stay away from people that were like you. It's humbling. So I literally, like he said, I barter my tomorrows against my yesterdays. Like, everything I do from today on, I hope God or karma will forgive what I've done based off of what I do for my girls and for my wife now. Like I pray on it every day. I'm so scared that I don't want them to have to go through the things that I put people through. Um, so yeah, but I love on my babies. I love on my daughters like so much because I know what a woman can become if she's not raised by a man. And now I'm not saying a woman without fathers grow to be strippers or something. What I'm saying is I'm not taking any chances of it happening because of something I didn't do. Um, so every ounce of energy that I can give to them, I'm going to give to them, and I'm going to do it in a way where um, they understand that what a man is supposed to be for them, what a father is supposed to be to the kids that they will have later. Like I and this love that they're going to build on starts with me, and I take that serious. Like it's just something about a daughter's love. Like it's undescribable. Like I just can't really describe it. But how I treat and love Shamara will be influential in how they view relationships. That goes from celibacy to prayer, to communication, raising kids, just the family dynamic in general. Like the way that they see me treat their mother is the way that they will have a blueprint on how things should go, and how it's cool to have and stand for something, and that it's cool to be different from your friends, or to follow your rules in your life. Like you don't have to what do you call it, you don't have to conform to anybody else's reality. Like your reality is your reality. You do what you need to do for your family, do what you need to do for you, and that you don't compromise those morals and for anybody. And if somebody that you want to be with or you're going to be with can't respect that, then me and Shamara's relationship will be the outline for them to let them know, like, no, my mom and my dad relationship was different, and they stuck to their guns and they did what they wanted to do. They did it their way. And that's what I want for my daughters. Like it's really like it's important that they grasp that from me and they grasp that from their mom. Dads, let me ask y'all something. Y'all ever seen y'all daughter do something so innocent, but you get mad and you yell at them and tell them to stop because you know you seen a stripper do that before? Like, or is it just me? Like, it's something that they do that be like, oh hell no, stop, stand straight up, or stop walking like that. It's just, I don't know. Raising daughters, it's harder, I think, now opposed to then, because like how my daughters are, they're mouthy. So, and I don't, my form of discipline isn't that physically. I don't put my hands on my daughters, and I have my own reasons why. I just don't agree with it. I don't think that you should have to. As a man, you just shouldn't have to put your hands on your daughter. I mean, that was different then, like back in the days, like when my mom and like all my people like was growing up, or maybe some of y'all were growing up. But I don't feel the need to put my hands on them. But like, my daughters are mouthy, both of them, and they're spoiled, so that could be a reason why. And then Shamara, she has this, this is where me and her differ. She has this, I don't know if she encourages it or not, but I don't have a speak your mind type thing. Like, you can't just tell me what you feel, not as no kid, because when that when the mom, like when I see like kids tell their mom or their dad how they feel about something, like you don't have that entitlement. Like you can let me know how you feel about something like small, but if I say something to you and you say why, like don't ask me why, just do it. Like that's the same. It's yeah, freedom of speech. I don't really dig that freedom of speech stuff with kids. Or when me or Shamar tells one of them to do something and they got, or say something to them or tell them to be quiet or something, they say, no, you be quiet. Like, no, like, yeah, that grinds my gears. Like, you don't get that free, like, well, mommy said it or daddy said it. Well, we grown, you not grown. But yeah, these kids these days, man, they starting to get out of control with that. Like that would have never happened like 20 years ago. Like you would have got punched in the face, like literally, or something thrown at you. But in my house, in my home, the way we are, they do have that freedom to say what they want, but not what they want, but it's hard to explain. They're able to express themselves, but it's only so much more I'm gonna be able to take it at. Like expression, cool, but when you start questioning parenting and questioning what you're told to do, that's when we in another ballpark. So it's just different now with kids these days, and with how everything's so progressive now, and the lines are blurred. Like I'm not my daughter's friend. I'm not that, and I don't ever want them to confuse that with me not wanting to like have that a relationship with them. But yeah, it's just some types of parenting that I just don't get into. I don't like, yeah, I don't know. Yes, baby, yes. So as I'm walking out of Five Below, speaking of daughters, one of them guys that do they do them registry ballots to get you to vote for certain things. I hate signing them things like while I'm out. I just don't like doing it. I don't like signing anything about voting for nothing, for real. But I just signed his because he pretty much just told me about some kind of martial law or something about when people get a victim's rights, bill of rights thing. So if something happens to somebody, I don't even know what he was talking about, but he brought up rape and defending our women. So I'm like, bruh, like, damn, now I gotta sign this shit. Because I'm all for women's rights. And I got daughters and my wife and moms and it's his nieces, like sisters, like, yeah. But he brought that up because I was about to tell him to get that out of my face. But he brought up that about rape and shit. I'm like, man, it would be insensitive of me not to care. I do care, but for me to tell him I'm not signing that shit, so I signed it anyway. Y'all know another thing that I'm scared of? Synchronized periods. I might think that's funny, but I'm terrified of it. Roll this window up because y'all might not be able to hear me. I just bought a selfie stick with a microphone built on it. Shamar not gonna be able to leave that shit alone, but I did it so I can hold when I'm doing these vlogs and get different angles when I'm doing them. But yeah, anyway, synchronized periods. If you don't know what a synchronized period is, it's when the devil comes along and throws every womanly hormone that wreaks havoc in one box and unleashes it in the same environment or on the same father at one time. It's that time of the month where a woman rips into you like a monkey on a cupcake, almost to no fault. So yeah, it's that time of the month where women have periods, and for some reason God allowed them, if they're around each other long enough, their periods coexist, and then they have them at the same exact time. Yeah. But you know what? Honestly, I'd rather have synchronized periods for this reason alone. Because there's three of them, 3 women, and that will be in my household unless another kid comes, which I hope will be a boy. if they have them in different times of the month, that leaves me 1 month of peace. If my math is correct. That's not 1 month, 1 week of peace. I'm sorry. 1 week of peace. If my math is correct. So if they all have them in the same week, I will be happy about that. Seriously. I love my girls. It's just another type of feeling. It's a different feeling when they want to be around you. Like, they want to hold your hand. They want to sit on your lap. They want to have fun and play games with you. They want to kiss you. They want to hug you. Most of all, when I hear that word daddy, it does something to me. Like, I feel it every time I hear it. Like, they trust me. They need me. They depend on me to protect them, to love them, to show them exactly how love is supposed to feel from a man. And I don't take that for granted. I'll never let them know this, but they can have me wrapped around their little fingers. And it's a feeling that I can't really even actually explain for real. Like, it's humbling. Like, it's humbling for God to choose me to head a household of women. Like, it's a lot of responsibility, and I don't take it for granted. Like, I don't at all. I don't take it for granted at all. A lot of times, I don't want to lose sight that my most important relationship outside of God is the one with my wife. But as I'm growing, I see 2 little girls at this stage need me and Mara to set the examples for them together. Like, they need us to be together to set the example for them as one. But they need parents to show them the way, like, to show them how our family should operate and how love should be challenged, and not challenged, but channeled. And yeah, daughters really keep a man's heart from growing too hard and too rigid. Like, they do something to us. I really thought marriage was the ultimate sacrifice, like the ultimate sacrifice of self. It kind of is, just because that's when 2 people become one. Like, it kind of is big, the ultimate. But the same thing happens with our kids, though. With the best of 2 people make this little thing, and they grow, and then they shape our society, and they change the world. Like, hopefully, if y'all not raising terrorists or barbarians or nothing, that's what the goal should be, at least. But we keep them healthy, we keep them happy. Like, we invest these values and virtue in our kids, and it's a lifelong process. Because what we instill in them, they instill in their kids, and then their kids instill in their kids. So it starts with us. Like, in my family, me and Mara are going to be the bar. And we want to set the bar high because we want our kids to set the bar high for their kids and their kids and their kids. It's about legacy. My life really has become tea parties, dolls, doing nails, family vacations, family traditions, father, husband, like, etc., etc. Like, that's what my life has become. And you know what? That's all I care about. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that, beloved, because they make me want to do better for me, for them, and just in life, and just for the world. Like, yeah. But yeah, that's all I got today. But I'm also about to put up actually immediately following this one. It'll be up today too. It'll be another one right after this. It's gonna be a few things that I've learned in 5 years of being fatherhood. Not five. It's gonna be a few things that I've learned from being a father. So yeah, y'all be cool. How y'all like being cool? Stay safe, stay prayed up, stay blessed. Enjoy your family. Like, that's all we got is family. And make sure that your family knows how much you love them and how much you cherish them, and that life is not really something life isn't at all anything that we can take for granted. Like, we have to be proactive with our families. We have to understand that small disagreements and problems, it's not the big picture. Like, the big picture is that the best day that you've had in your family, that's what it's about. It's about copying and duplicating those moments and to build on the momentum of those moments, because life is short. Like, it's really short. So y'all be cool. Eggsy signing off. See you next time. Yes, sir.